Hello guys, welcome back in today's crypto technical analysis. Today we do a multiple time frame analysis for BTC. I think it's time to update the market before the weekend. However, before we start, I've got a small request as usual. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the content, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. And if you remember in the recent videos that I mentioned after we got close on the 18th of July weekly candle, do not get excited once we had this bullish engulfing candle. And the effect of these bullish engulfing candle below the resistance, especially lower time frame resistance, you will see a less effect. And as we saw, we do not have that much move on the market. The price action, we got close with a 22,800, 700 level. However, we reached all the way up to $24,800. So as you can see, we do not have too much change on the price action because the daily time frame resistance was quite influencing the price. So we've got 2 more days to close the current weekly time frame, and the levels are still the same. 33,500, 36,500 levels are going to be extremely important in order to go back to the consolidation level based on a weekly time frame. Otherwise, based on a higher time frame, we'll get a choppy price action. Support levels are still the same. If you remember, 0.786. We came with a $200 difference, and then we started bouncing. And as Keep mentioned in the recent posts via Twitter, you have to keep an eye on to this 0.67, the golden pocket, and that's going to play a huge role based on the weekly time frame as well as on the daily time frame resistance that we have a confluence. And these Fibonacci levels we started following since the $69,000. So as you can see, in the last 4 weeks, 1 month, we're getting rejection. We cannot manage to break the 0.67, the golden pocket. In order to see the further levels, we have to move on to lower time frame. A daily time frame. Based on the daily time frame, once we lost the support 60,000, 59,500, as you can see, we broke it, and then perfect to the dollar we retested, and then we saw a first dump in the market, a bit of consolidation, and we had second leg of dump, and we saw massive dump, which is a 70%, as I mentioned in the previous videos, dump in the market. And that's not, as I said, I explained in the previous levels, this is not the levels that I'm watching at this stage. However, on the daily time frame, we can see clear picture. Once we lost $60,000, 59,500, we saw, as you can see, 70%, which is a massive dump in the market. And if you manage to exit from $60,000, there is no need to panic. And if you're doing leverage, you did the math for yourself with a 5 and 10 times. However, once we tested 0.786 level, we saw another pump in the market. However, I didn't play this game. I'm doing swing these days. And as you know, based on a mid-time frame, the exit levels were $52,000 all the way up to $48,000, $45,500. Average, we exited market from $21,200, $300. We exited over 55% profit. And then we're still long, and the longs are doing quite great. However, from the bottom all the way up, we saw another massive pump in the market, nearly 40%. And as you can see, that's a clear, we can see on a daily time frame, clear picture how the 0.67, the golden pocket, keep rejecting the price. As long as we manage to stay above 23,500 in this region, and highly likely the daily time frame will get back to the consolidation. At the moment, the daily time frame is in consolidation zone. However, it is slightly weak, and the important level based on a daily time frame we have to watch is going to be 22,800 all the way up to $22,500. As long as we're above these levels, the daily time frame will be on the consolidation zone. The daily time frame important resistance levels are going to be in the first place $30,000, and it will be followed by all the way up to $33,000. However, it's slightly early for us to talk about these levels, and we'll have to move on to lower time frame. For our time frame, before we do a further analysis, if you want to learn all this technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8. And 101 intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable and professional trader in the market. And it only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Based on a 4-hour time frame, as soon as we manage to break $20,000, $21,500, ideally, we started taking a long setup. And again, if you managed your stop losses correctly, we saw a decent pump in the market, if you're taking average from 21,200-ish level, we saw massive pump, which is at 17% with the current price action, over 13% pump in the market. You do the math if you're doing 10 times and 5 times leverage. And as I said in the previous videos, right before the CPI data, trade the charts only, and these support and resistance levels given in advance. And in the last video, as I said, as long as we stay above this level, highly likely the 4-hour time frame will be under the bull's control. So to the dollar, we tested it. And then with the CPI data that you can see, we had this huge candle. And I warned that I can't see any change since the last video, and I was talking about 4-hour support held to the dollar as long as we claim this local resistance as a support. And as you can see here, once we broke with this candle, you see how we tested perfectly, and the second candle closed above the outside of the resistance box, which was acting as a support, and we went all the way up to $24,900. That's what I was talking about, because of the daily time frame is heavily under the bear's control, and daily resistance is not allowing us to go above $25,000. And in the last 24 hours, as you can see, we had another dump, and both candles in the last 8 hours, we got closed above this resistance level. So in the coming days, as long as we're going to be above this local resistance, which is acting as a support at the moment, but the 4-hour time frame will be under the bull's control. However, getting back into this level, highly likely 4-hour will enter into the consolidation. Without losing $22,600, 4-hour will still remain under the bull's control. And again, if you took a swing trade based on a 4-hour time frame around $21,500, there is no reason to panic and close your positions. I also warned on the same day, if you missed the current pump, there is no need to FOMO, and you have to wait the pullback. And I was expecting a decent pullback in the market. So as you can see, after this pump, perfectly retested, and we had a scalping. And that was a perfect level. I was talking about in the previous videos, the scalping levels as well. That was $24,800 all the way up to $25,000. We reached to our target level with a 5% plus profit. And if you're doing a leverage, you do the math for yourself with a 5 and 10 times. For market and instant updates, as well as for educational contents that I started recently sharing, you can follow me via Twitter at @the_magnate. Moving on to 2-hour time frame. 2-hour time frame still under the bull's control, however, slightly struggling based on a 2-hour time frame without losing the current support. The 2-hour time frame will remain under the bull's control. However, in the coming 48 hours, if we're going to lose this level, the 2-hour time frame will get back to under the bear's control. And 4-hour time frame we will see under the consolidation. However, at this stage, there is no need to panic as long as we stay above this local resistance, which is acting as a support at the moment. 2-hour as well as 1-hour time frames will be safe. At this stage, 1-hour time frame as well as 2-hour time frames are heavily under the bull's control. And I'm not going to cover on this episode 1-hour time frame. The levels are clear. We came to an end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.